Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live, and let's continue our NHL Mount Rushmore by position series. Did goaltenders, did defensemen, previously did Mount Rushmore by positions NBA, NFL, MLB. Previous to that, I did MLB, NBA, NFL, NHL Mount Rushmores by team, four best players in each team's franchise history. So today, let's move on to the centers. Definitely a challenging endeavor. I'm leaving off some legendary players that I really struggle to leave off, but I'll have a bunch of honorable mentions at the end. Players are named in alphabetical order by last name as a subjective list. Let me know in the comments who you would have included. Man, there's some guys I just had a hard time leaving off, but these are all legendary guys in their own right. Let's get started with Jean Beliveau. Beliveau was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1972. Beliveau played a total of 20 seasons in the NHL and 1,125 games. Beliveau scored 507 goals, had 712 assists, 1,219 points. Beliveau was named the Hart Trophy winner as the league's MVP in the 1955-56 and 63-64 season. He also finished as the runner-up four times, third once, and fourth twice in Hart Trophy voting. Beliveau was a first-time All-Star. First team All Star six times and second team four times in his career. Beliveau led the NHL in goals in the 55-56, 58-59 season, led in assists in 60-61 and 65-66, and led in points in the 1955-56 season. Amazingly, Beliveau won 10 Stanley Cups in his 20 seasons in the NHL. All 20 of his seasons were with the Canadiens. In 162 career playoff games, 79 goals, 97 assists for 176 points. He's the inaugural Conn Smythe Trophy winner in 1965. Who knows if he would have won more other than that, as that was his sixth Stanley Cup. So he had five previous to that. Beliveau tallied 19 hat tricks in his career, was named to 13 All-Stars. He's 44th all-time in goals, 56th in assists, 45th in points. Jean Beliveau, the first member of the Center's Mount Rushmore. Next, let's go with an active player still going. The first overall pick in the 2005 NHL Draft, Sid the Kid, Sidney Crosby. Crosby has played a total of 18 seasons in the NHL thus far, 1,190 games. Crosby has scored 550 goals, 952 assists for 1,502 points, is a plus 210 for his career. Crosby has won two Hart trophies in the 2006-07 and 2013-14 season. He also was named to the NHL's first All-Star team five times and the NHL's second All-Star team four times in his career. Crosby led the league in goals twice, 2009-10 and 2016-17, led the league in assists in 2013-14, and led the league in points in 2006-07 and 2013-14. Those were two of the 6 seasons where Crosby has scored at least 100 points in every season of his career. Crosby has averaged more than a point per game. Absolutely incredible. Crosby won a total of 3 Stanley Cups with the Penguins thus far, and in 2 of those was named the Conn Smythe Trophy winner as the postseason MVP. For his playoff career, Crosby in 180 games has tallied 71 goals, 130 assists for 201 points, a plus 18. He has totaled 15 hat tricks in his career. Crosby is 29th all-time currently in goals with 550, 16th in assists, and 15th in points. And he'll be rising up those lists as long as he keeps playing. Sidney Crosby, the second member of the Center's Mount Rushmore. Next, a guy could speak on his accolades for 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes. I'll try to keep it somewhat brief, though. That is the great one, Wayne Gretzky, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1999. What an historic career for the 20-year NHL veteran, as in 1,487 games, Gretzky has scored 894 goals, 1,963 assists, 2,857 points, and was a plus 520. Gretzky amazing, and by the way, those are all NHL records. Gretzky amazingly won 9 Hart trophies, including 8 in a row from the 79-80 until the 86-87 season. His 9th came in his first year with the Kings. 88-89, his first 8 Hart trophies came with the Edmonton Oilers. He also finished second, third, fourth, fifth, and 15th. In his career, Gretzky led the league in goals 5 times in his career, amazingly, from 1979-80 to 1991-92. So 13 straight seasons, Gretzky led the league in assists. He also led the league in points 11 times, including 4 seasons where he had over 200 points. Also led in plus minus 5 times in his career. Gretzky won 4 Stanley Cups, all with Edmonton, and 2 of those were named the Conn Smythe Trophy winner in his playoff career. 208 games, 122 goals, 260 assists, 382 points. You may have heard this stat, how Gretzky has more assists than anyone else has points in NHL history, just to show you his dominance. Alex Ovechkin's closing in on his goals record, but many consider Wayne Gretzky the greatest of all time, named to 18 All-Star games in his career. He's first all time in assists per game and points per game, 1.32 assists per game, 1.92 points per game. 50 hat tricks is also an NHL record. Wayne Gretzky, the third member of the Center's Mount Rushmore. And let's end with Super Mario. Mario Lemieux, the first overall pick in the 1984 NHL draft, inducted in the Hall of Fame in 1997, and he actually made a comeback after that. In total, played 17 seasons in the NHL, 690 goals, 1,033 assists for 1,723 points in his career. Lemieux was a 3-time Hart Trophy winner, winning in 87-88, 95-96, and 92-93. He also finished as the runner-up twice, 3rd, 4th, and 5th in his career. The runner-up 3 times in his career. Lemieux 3 times led the league in goals, 3 times in assists, and 6 times in points. He totaled over 100 points in 10 of his 17 career seasons, and they were 10 of his first 12 in which he did so, and the 2 he didn't, he was actually injured and only played in 26 and 27 games respectively. Lemieux won a total of 2 Stanley Cups in his career, and both of them he was named the Conn Smythe Trophy winner, as in his playoff career. 107 games, 76 goals, 96 assists, 172 points. Lemieux totaled 43 hat tricks in his career, was named to 10 All-Star teams. He's 11th all-time in goals, 12th all-time in assists, 8th all-time in points. He's also 2nd all-time in both goals per game and assists per game, 0.75 goals per game, 1.13 assists per game. Mario Lemieux, the 4th member of the Center's Mount Rushmore. So again, alphabetical order by last name. We got Jean Beliveau, Sidney Crosby, Wayne Gretzky, and Mario Lemieux. course, when you're limited to just naming the four greatest centers in NHL history, you're leaving off some amazingly good players. Probably my two toughest omissions were Mark Messier and Phil Esposito, two all-time players. But so were these guys. Some honorable mentions include Joe Sakic, Brian Trottier, Steve Yzerman, Stan Mikita, Howie Morenz, Bobby Clark, Ron Francis, Connor McDavid, and Marcel Dion. So there you have it. My centers, Mount Rushmore. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. Can a guy like Connor McDavid find his way on here? Guys like Austin Matthews, Nathan McKinnon, probably have an opportunity to maybe find their way on honorable mentions, but we will see. Stay tuned tomorrow where I'll do the left wings. Anywho, don't forget to subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.